Good morning, this is Vicki.
And this is Jo.
And we're the two natural ladies.
And we talk about the good news we all need and ways of getting the most out of life.
We help people with practical, uplifting ways we can all make a difference.
And we're striving for better, not perfect.
And we love a good laugh. Please enjoy the show. So do you want me to read my poem first?
You can read your poem.
Okay, now I'm not sure how I feel about this poem yet, whether I think it's good or not.
Okay.
But anyway, here it is. Intention, because we've been talking about intention. Intention and love have been found to create miracles and healing when people shine light on a problem together and intend it's all right. Some call it woo-woo. How can it be that a small group of people can help set us free from pain and from illness? It seems that we see only what's tangible, not the energy and spirit, not the miracle that happened. And what got us to here will not be sufficient for us to find what is clear. Now and for the future, as new discoveries abound, we are more powerful than we know, and our intention will grow into power to cure what ails us all today and tomorrow.
Did you write that?
I did.
Oh, is that why you weren't sure about it?
Yes.
Oh, that's lovely.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, well done. When did you write that?
Sometime on the weekend.
Yeah.
I started it and then put it down and kept going at it. And I mean, it doesn't completely rhyme, but I thought, poetry doesn't have to be perfect.
No.
So there you go.
It's a perfectly imperfect poem.
It is.
There you go.
Yes.
So, and it is all about. I heard focus in there. Focusing in, and because there's so much going on all the time. The only way we're going to achieve things is if we focus in.
Yes, and in fact, that's so cool because the two words that Lynn McTaggart was using, and I haven't got my glasses on, was focus and community or something, or communing or something.
Oh.
So there you go.
Well, okay, so I did a program. I'll be doing a program, sort of just a once a month sort of, an hour and a half thing. And the last week, she asked us to write down, talk about focus, because of course I'm thinking I'm too busy. I haven't got time for this. Anyway, I got on there and spent an hour and a half focusing. One of the things she asked us to write down was what I'm proud of. And she made us write for 2 minutes, non-stop, what I'm proud of all your life. So I wrote down that I was good at swimming. When I was a kid, I went into swimming races and without even trying, I would win races. And
wow.
I was very good at it. In fact, it was one of those things where I was so nervous and I did not like the competition side of it, but I just get in and swim.
Win. Swim and win.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm proud of that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's the only thing I wrote down.
Swim and win for 2 minutes.
No, and, all my kids came up and, the normal stuff. And
say you were proud of walking, learning to walk. Learning to talk?
You could. I didn't even think of that. I persisted until I made...
Exactly.
Yes.
And once I started talking...
I'm sure my dad would agree.
Yeah.
Yes. So then she asked us to write down what we're sorry for. And that was a big one.
Yes.
Yeah. And it was interesting because, one of the things is I wish I'd just, maybe not sweated on stuff so much and been with the kids more. And I was with the kids. But, sometimes I get cranky at them.
So they weren't locked in a room?
No, they weren't.
No. Okay, that's good to know.
But I'd get stressed and I'd yell and they wasted food and and all that stuff. And so I actually said to my daughter, we were down the beach chatting and I said to her, about this because it was fresh in my mind, and she said, as long as you're sorry. All right.
That's. Oh no, I'm not going to go there. I just sort of say,
oh dear.
Yes.
Yeah. But,
so you can do whatever you want as long as you're sorry.
As long as you're sorry.
Okay.
Well, she said, I'm glad you're mellowing in your older age.
Don't you love the things that kids say to you?
Yes, yes,
dear.
even your adult kids.
Yes.
Anyway, one of the things that I've been expressing recently before this program is I wish I'd made more sandcastles with the kids on the beach. And so I thought, you know what? And I was talking to one of my other kids about it. You know what? We could do sandcastles now.
You could.
I don't have to wish that I did it when you
No.
were 3. Let's do it now.
That's right.
So we did.
Oh,
And so my daughter, her boyfriend, so 2 of my daughters,
Yep.
one of the boyfriends,
Yep.
my husband and I,
Yep.
we felt a bit guilty. So we went down in the dark because we had.
Why did you feel guilty?
Because we had big shovels. We were going to make a big one.
I stood at what's the guilt?
I felt like we'd look a bit. People don't take big garden shovels to the beach.
No, but
Anyway, that's
Yeah.
what we did.
Yeah.
So
in the dark.
In the dark, we did this huge sandcastle with a moat.
With a moat.
Yes,
Right.
and it stayed there for it got trampled on, but it was recognisable for a few days. But it was quite funny because the girls and I were just making the sandcastle. The boys spent time decorating it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so there we had a drawbridge with shells around it, and
That's really interesting.
Yes.
Because you would have thought it was the other way round.
Yeah, I know. It was very interesting. So it was fun. And, and it was fun to do it at night in the dark. And so
did you have, what were you using for light? Because you must have had some light.
Oh, just our phones. We
Okay.
we just turned the lights,
Okay.
torches on at different times. I mean, it wasn't
Dark.
dark. It just got dark.
Okay.
Yes, I've got photos. I should post them.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. But that whole thing about, because when you shared that with me about what are you proud of and what are you sorry for?
Yeah.
That what are you sorry for? That was a hard one.
Yeah.
It was hard for me at first. Then it was what I could think of was there were certain things, particularly with my eldest son, I was sorry for, that I felt like because he was the eldest, he got,
Experimented on.
Well, yeah, but also treated like expected to be older than he was
yeah.
because, he had to look after his younger brother. Something happened. I mean, I remember the second Michael was born, number 2,
Yeah.
Chris aged.
Yes.
He
Yes.
looked 10 years older than he was. He was only 2.
Yeah. It's all perspective,
Yes,
isn't it?
yes.
Yeah.
So,
And we do put a lot on the older
Yeah,
ones. I'm an older one.
yeah, see, I'm the baby. So,
Yeah.
thank heavens I didn't have that pressure. But then the other thing that I thought of was the things that I missed, the things I stepped over
Yes.
that maybe if I'd seen them, things might have turned out differently, And I'm not sure if I'm sorry for it, but, well, I just wish that maybe I'd, like you were saying, you were so busy, there were times you weren't even really clearly thinking that maybe to just stop, take some breaths and go, okay. And I thought I was a really reasonably with it mum, as in was considerate. And, of course, last week we were talking about parent effectiveness training. So it's interesting how, and I guess part of it is, well, maybe that makes us good parents because we actually, we're sorry.
Yeah, no, that's true. I mean, I've experienced parents who keep going and don't
doing
ever
the same thing
don't
again
ever
and
apologise.
again.
One thing I often would do is apologise to my kids. So that,
Yes.
yeah. As Cheryl said, who we interviewed last week, she did say, if you're doing it, I don't know, 60% of the time, it's better than 0% of the time.
That's right, exactly.
You've been listening to the Two Natural Ladies podcast. Visit twonaturalladies.com.au for more information. Thanks for joining us.